Hello, kids. I'm Pastor Katie Jans from St. Peter's Lutheran Church in Verona, New York. Welcome to another episode of Sunday School to Go. You can see I'm here. It's kind of a cold day today. It's snowy. I've got my cozy sweater on. I'm in my nice warm living room on this nice comfy couch. It's a great place to read stories and a great place to read stories to you. So today I'm going to read the first story that we have lined up for January. And for the next couple months, we're going to be talking about Jesus and about some of the things that happened to him and some of the things that he did during his life. So our first story for the month of January is the story of Jesus being baptized. And I'm going to read this story to you from the Family Story Bible, written by Ralph Milton and published by Westminster John Knox Press. Okay, it's called John Baptizes Jesus. Some people thought John was weird. He wore clothes made from the hair of camels. He ate insects and wild honey. Not only that, John often sounded angry. Sometimes he yelled at people. But John had an important job to do. God wanted John to get people ready for the Messiah, the one who would tell people about God's love. "Get ready," John shouted. "If you have done wrong things, tell God you are sorry. Live in God's way." "What do you mean?" people asked John. "If you have 2 coats, share with someone who doesn't have any. Be honest. Be kind to others. Don't be greedy." Those are all things that John said. Many people came to John. "We are sorry for the bad things we've done," they said. "We want to live in God's way." Then John baptized them in the river. John dipped them under the water for just a moment. Then he lifted them up again. "I feel washed clean," they said. "I feel clean inside." "I baptize you with water," John told the people, "but someone is coming who will baptize you with something much better. You will be baptized by God's Spirit." One day, Jesus came to hear what John was saying. "I want you to baptize me," Jesus said. "No, no, no," said John. "You should baptize me instead." "John," said Jesus, "God wants you to baptize me." John said a prayer, then dipped Jesus under the water and lifted Jesus up again. Then Jesus and John and all the people around felt God's love in a very special way. Jesus was sure he heard God's voice saying, "This is my child. I love him." Jesus knew that God wanted him to tell people about God, and he knew he had to show people how to live in God's way. But he also knew it would be very hard to do. So Jesus went away to a lonely place to get himself ready. Now, the end. But of course, that's just the end of the baptism story, because it goes right into the next story where Jesus goes to a lonely place. He goes into the wilderness, and that's where he learns how to show people how to follow God. So that's another story for another time. That was our story for today, our baptism story. So anyway, I hope you should have your activity bag, either that was sent to you or dropped off at your house. And in that activity bag, there should be a craft that you can put together about the baptism of Jesus that actually lets you dip him in the water. It's not real water, by the way, but it actually lets you put him under the water and bring him back up again. So have some fun putting that together as you play with it. You can think about the story and think about what it might have looked like, what it might have sounded like, what it might have felt like to be there and to do all those things. So enjoy. I hope you have fun and have fun doing your activity. And I hope we see you again in the next Sunday School to Go. Bye, everybody.